I wanted to give you a interesting video today. And first off, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you throw a sub if you enjoy this content, and also check me out on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today, what we're going to do is go over a few specific ways to do your routine in Interchange, and this is meant to be a easy way for you guys to make some money without spending too much. Now, if you have some keys, bring them in a docs case. Reason I say that is there's no point to bring a key tool and a wallet whenever you could use your keys. I only have a few, and I've got to sort out some riddles in here. You can bring something like a tea bag, anything just to pack away a little bit of loot. One of the things I do suggest, even if you have an alpha container, is to make sure that you have a little bit of space, because what we're looking for is a graphics card or a LED-X, something like that. But we're going to be hitting stashes. That's basically it. You can throw it on tactical rig. If you do, I recommend something like a bank robber or a Tarzan. Tarzans do provide more space overall. Because the bank robber is just going to have the first 4 slots, but the Tarzan is going to give you an additional 6 for about the same price. It's only a couple more rubles, and you can ensure them that you are usually going to get them back. I got pretty much all of these back. These two were found in raid, amazingly enough. So you can do that. You can definitely add on your storage space. But the point is that what we're definitely looking to do is put valuable things into our pouch and not spend too much money. So since we already have pockets and the tea bag's not that much, I'm going to go with this. This is going to be my run, my loadout, what I'm planning on going in with. So I am going to load into a game. We're going to go ahead and go into a offline game, and I'll meet you there. As I said, is that rain? I don't want rain, but here we are. Okay, so where I am right now, looks like I am in the back of Ollie, all right, which is over by Emercom, which if you came out this way, you'd see Emercom is that way, all right. Now, there's a couple different things you can do here. Point being is I'm not going to go inside, all right. I want to get out of this area as quickly as possible. There are PMCs that spawn over at Emercom, and there are a couple stashes that you're going to want to hit. There's a couple over here. And as I said, I'm running late. There's, at best, the tea bag that I'm carrying has an insured cost of I think it's like 200 something. If I lose it, that's what I've lost. I don't risk anything more than that. All right, here we are. So we're going to come over, and if you need a stash guide, there is actually a bunch online, but I can definitely show you a few of the ones that I like to hit here. There it is. And when you do, I always recommend hitting your prone button when you get there. So the idea is we're going to grab everything we can. If there's anything for a mission or something like that you need, go ahead and throw that into your pouch. That way you have it. Food, just go ahead and use it. All right, so there's this one here. This little camp you can hide in pretty easily because people don't generally go into this. They might run past it, but they don't usually go into it. Try to make sure you're in bushes. All right, and you can go prone or not. Really better if you can, but bleach. You can throw the money right in, and duct tape, alkaline, and the thing is, at the beginning, just throw everything you can in, just sort it out as you go. All right. From here, there is a little camp type thing up here, which you want to check out. There's a duffel bag here. Again, get into your search position, go prone, because the less people see you, the better. Sometimes there's things that can spawn on the ground here, like right here. There is some ammo. BZT, BZHT, GZH, whatever. Doesn't matter, just grab it. And there are a couple spots here where you can find guns. Obviously, you can find guns in stashes, but over in those crates over there, there's a couple spots where you could find a gun, which is, important if you can get it, but if not, it's okay. Let's see where we're at. This is I don't want to run by any stashes if I can help it. And I think I did. No, it's up here. Right here. Try and get yourself in a position where you're not going to be able to be seen that easily. Bolts are money. Cigarettes aren't as much. So I put those bolts in. Look, I found a gun. And it even has some. It might even have some ammo in it. I don't know if that's going to be the for it, but if you find a gun, okay, go ahead, check your mag, see where you're at. FMJSX, which is probably different than what this is. 7.62. Yeah, this is a different style gun, but that's okay. Now we have a gun. All right. I recommend whenever you find your gun, go for single fire. You're probably going to run into scavs at some point later on. And our goal here is to try and get as much loot as we can, but the stuff we store, unless it's something that's really, really good that you need to find in raid, we are literally just going to take it and run. An MRE. Sometimes things can spawn on this chair here, so make sure you check that out. And then right next door, it is down here. Yeah, I can see it from here. Nice. All right, here's another stash. Cigarettes, just take them because it's always worth that. This is our ammo, so we can actually load up our mag. So I'm going to pack a mag real quick because I've got some things already. This is not hindering me. I can't use that right now. Our mag's full. We've got ammo to put in it. It's fabulous. Let's keep moving. You do run faster with a pistol or your axe, so keep that in mind, but it's not too big of a deal. So right now I'm still running along the back edge of Ollie and hitting these stashes. Honestly, that it's raining right now is really good. When it rains or anything like that, you're going to have a lot better chance of not getting detected. So you got another stash right here. All right. And the thing is, once our inventory is full, does not mean we have to get out. Like, we haven't gotten anything super amazing. So we're going to keep going. So I've got a gun. Doesn't mean I'm going to try to engage players, but I can. So now I'm going to move up here, and there is a stash almost in this direct line. In fact, I don't want to pass it, but... And there's a couple crates over to our left, so let's not forget about those. That's a possibility to hit. But in the sense of where the most valuable things can spawn, we've already got a gun, so we don't need another one per se. Alright. And we're going to find another one. I have to remember where it's at. There it is. Alright guys, so if you look, there's the tower, there's the road we came from, and it's right here. So because of this position on this one, it's likely not going to get hit very often. And you can weigh out like what type of like items you want to hang on to versus, throw away. An MRE might be worth a little bit more. I'm going to use these croutons, and then I'm going to put the water in, and I'm going to drink it. If you're not going to keep something, just use it. Like the water, the crackers, all these things are really worthwhile to just be using in raid if you're, because if you lose them, it doesn't benefit you, but you can get experience. And plus, you can also transfer items to get a little experience. you know, if you're going to use that specific thing. I don't know values on everything, so for me, I know that this is that's like pistol ammo I don't really care about. So, all right, so, and the good thing is, like, you can come up to these and check them and lay down and be pretty invisible, because people aren't looking for these spots, like, because they don't expect anybody to be there. Our guy fist bumps the air. So now we've got the back scav line. All right, I've pretty much looted everything along here. If you go this way, it's going to be our extract, which is going to be railway. That's one of the places. I can go to Hole and Fence also. That's kind of, you know, a little bit farther, kind of the opposite of where I had gone. Since I spawned at Emercom, I could have actually gone the other way and gone towards Power, but Power is more of a fight. We're not trying to fight. We're just trying to stash as much as possible into our pouch. And so what I would do here is probably run all the way back to the scav route. I didn't get anything really valuable yet. The other option that I can do at this point, and there is another stash in the middle here, which is, you know, obviously worthwhile hitting if we would like to. Should be right along through here. I thought it was like right dead in the middle here, but there it is. And as I said, this is offline mode, so I'm not really, you know, the loot's going to be a little bit different. I'd like to show you something really cool in here, at least, that I can find. But we're finding, like, regular stuff. A pistol, that's another weapon. A TT, that's actually not awful either. I'd rather have the TT, personally. It hits harder. And I believe this ammo can go in it. Yeah. So I'm going to unload it. I'm going to load the FMJs in it. Cool, it had a full mag. Meds are worthwhile, so I would basically do this. This is what I would do. I mean, and it's not that awful to take the car first aid kit. Like while you're here, you know, to get the experience, you could use the MRE and then take the car. Really just depends on what you want to do, what you can loot. The pistol's, you know, worth a little bit of money, but it's 2 slots. It's probably worth about 10K. It's not going to be worth it that much. The car actually, I think, it's like 6K, but you'd use it. Thunder! But point being is that, like, you're out here when everybody else is going inside. You might have to fight a couple scavs, and that's why finding a gun is important. Another important thing, which I didn't mention, is that along this route there are 2 of these cases, which you could search. These cases can spawn LEDX in them. As well, any ambulance, whenever you open the back, can spawn a LEDX as well. So, you know, that's a quick million if you got it, or for a quest, you know, or for you know, the therapist requirement to upgrade your med station. Both those are important. There's a lot of scavs that can spawn through here, and players do travel through here, so just be careful. But the point is that it doesn't matter. All your valuable stuff you're putting into your pouch. That's where you're putting everything that really, really, really means a difference to you and is worth money. So eventually you'll start to kind of learn, like, some of the things. In those tents you can find some things sometimes, but they're not really, like, amazing. So check both of these, and then we've got a bunch of stashes on the way to Railway. This is my general run. Like, I'm going one way or the other, and the only time I don't do this is if I spawn at Power. If I spawn at Power, because I loaded in with money in my Docs case, I can take the exfil right away. And there's a lot of good Power-specific items that you'll want to look into. Because the computer room and everything. And you know what? Do your civic duty. Go ahead. Turn on the power when you're there. It's worthwhile. So here's another stash right here, just off of the edge. Can of peas, which also gives some hydration. Like, and the thing is, if you can't take any of it, at least look for this. and you can move items. Because you're going to get experience for every single item you loot, so you might as well move it over and bring it back as quickly as possible. I think I stopped using the canopies. Delicious, delicious peas. So we got a couple more that we're going to hit. And the point is that, you know, if you don't get anything great off of this run, like if all of these stashes are busts for you, there's one right up here. This one's kind of out a little bit more out in the open, but it is still worth it to hit. Where's my point of reference? The rubble over here is the point of reference. Yeah, I was a little bit off. So from there, I'm going to move out to here. That's too far out. I don't see it. There it is. So, you know, go through, see if there's anything, you know, you want to take. Here's a Vogue grenade. Same idea as food and eating food. I'm going to take grenades. Alright. So now I've got a grenade, which means I can also clear some exfil areas. Might as well just throw it, but if you get into a fight, you just toss it. You're getting XP off of the grenade throw, so you're building up your strength. This is all like things that you'll do. Now, obviously, you could hang on to it, but the point of our looting run here is not to just keep hanging on to stuff. Another Xenomorph on this run. Chlorine and a Lonkabart. Now, this thing right here is one of the ones that you'll want to probably stash. I don't need this Kraken as much. You know, the chlorine's worth taking. So, but even if I don't get a chance to sell the candy bar by itself, I can mix it with another candy bar that I get, which they don't need to be found in raid for this, in my hideout in the nutrition center, and make sugar. And sugar sells for a lovely amount. Here's another stash. So there's a whole run of stashes right by Railway and right by Emercom. And if you do this run, you're going to run into a bunch of this stuff. More Action 6. So we've got a M19, a Colt M19. This is actually better than our current gun, I do believe. I don't know what ammo we need anymore, but point being is you can just loot. There's a motor in there. Motors are actually pretty good and useful, but you know, it's your preference. It's whatever you need. You brought in a small backpack for a reason, because it's not going to cost you much if you lose it. You have to make some decisions during these runs and determine what actually works for you. You know, this is exactly the run that I would take if I was playing a real match. This, you know, I'd throw the money in here and just keep moving. Like, if any of this ammo I can pick up, like some of this is actually really good. I think the BT ammo is actually decent. Whatever, I don't, you know, just take out whatever you need to. If something doesn't look good, if all the ammo looks good and you want to run that, just take it all. You know, you don't need cigarettes. Cigarettes aren't as, you know, they're left behind a lot of times. You're going to come out of these kind of things with lots of cigarettes, and you can bring in a bigger backpack if you want. It's up to you. It's up to you. All right, but I'm here to try and give you the cheapest runs that you can get. As I said, there's a couple spots where you can find crates for guns and ammo and things. If you guys want me to do a more in-depth interchange guide as to where all the stashes are along the way and what you can expect to find out of them, which is basically anything, and what stuff you should be looking for, let me know. in the comments below. But as for now, that's our guide. Feel free to give a comment and let me know what you think. As I said, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drop in, drop a follow. Follow me on Twitter as well. There's always a post goes out whenever I do go live. And make sure you turn your notifications on for YouTube so that way you can be aware whenever a new video drops. Check out one of my other 2 videos that I'm going to post up here. And I'll see you next time. Later, guys.